Hello, Barry Carlin, and this is part of the ongoing series of the best performance systems techniques to reduce injuries and increase productivity. Each of the things that we teach in this series are some part of the overall program that we use to get such incredible results. And that is, for 12 years, we've had a 100% success rate at reducing injuries 50 to 90%. Now, today what we're going to talk about is lifting techniques on 3 different specific situations. Situations that exist all day long for most workers. And what you're going to see, it's going to be obvious that these techniques are going to make the job easier, are going to have less stress on their body, so they're going to feel better, they're going to get them done faster, and there's less chance of getting injured. Now, we're not going to just show you the techniques, we're going to show you how we teach them to people in a way that they get it and they see why it's a better technique for them to use. Because what good is it if you show somebody the best way of doing something if they then don't do it? So it's important that we also influence them to use the technique. So as I'm showing you these techniques, I want you to both look at the technique itself of lifting and look and see how I'm explaining it, because this is how you're going to explain it to your workers to change their habits so they will work so they feel better. Enjoy this. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, we're going to show you 3 different techniques for performing lifts that people do all day long. And because most people do them wrong, this is the reason that 80% of all adults in the West, 80% of all workers, 80% of all the workers in your facility have chronic back pain. The first thing is lifting an object. I don't care if it's a box or a sack or a basket like this. If it's small, if it's large, if it's light or if it's heavy. Lifting basic things. The traditional way people lift is they reach over and they grab it and they pick it up. And as you can see, my back is doing all the work. So a lot of people are smart enough to know they should bend their legs. So they bend their legs, and I'm going to do this in slow motion. And when they pick it up, you'll see my back is still doing the work. Here's a simple solution to eliminate your back work and to increase your strength by 10-fold. When you go to lift something up, always put one foot next to where the item is, and during the actual lift, pick up your chest. Now look at the difference. I'm going to do it the way that most people do it first. You saw my back is doing the lifting. I'm going to put one foot next to it, and during the lift, pick up my chest. The leg did the lifting. The leg is doing all the work. My back is doing virtually none of the work. It's simple as that. Every time you go to pick something up, if you have your feet next to each other in front of it, your back is working. If you have one foot next to the item, your leg is doing the work. That one little thing right there is going to change how people feel and how fast they work the very first day. How about when you're dealing with little things? I don't care if it's something as small as a twig on the sidewalk or a small tool or, like I have right here, a roll of tape. Most people go to pick it up like that. Your back is working the wrong way, and stress in your back is cumulative over time. Most injuries occur doing some innocent thing that you've done before 1,000 times. But if you did it wrong those 1,000 times, even though you had no pain, that caused a weakness. That's why you then got injured. So the proper way to pick something up is to simply put one foot next to it. And as you saw, my back didn't work. Look at that again. I'm going to do it wrong. I'm walking up to something, I'm picking it up. My back did the work. I'm putting it down. My back did the work. Now, I'm going to simply put one foot next to it. My leg did the work. My back didn't work at all. You've now got 2 techniques that will have people working faster, feeling better, and reducing injuries. And let's say you've got something heavy that you need to lift. So most people, they get down, they test the weight, that's good, and they pick it up. But you see how my back is working. Every time you pick something up in best performance, you lift it twice. I'm going to break it down mechanically the first time and then do it smooth for you. Test the weight as you did. Now here's the first lift to your body. Here's the second lift coming straight up. My back never worked. When I go to put it down, same thing, put it down twice. First you get down, then you set it down. Your back never worked. But if you, from here, pick it up from the floor, my back was working for part of that lift, I'm going to have pain, fatigue, and much greater chance of getting injured. There you go. You've learned how to lift things by simply putting one foot near it so the leg does the work instead of the back. You've learned how to lift little things with your back not working by putting one foot next to it. And you've learned how to lift heavier things by getting down to it and lifting them twice. Once to your body and then coming straight up. You want your arms and legs to do the work like an elevator, not your back like a crane. If you share this advice with your team, they're going to feel better, work's going to be easier for them, they're going to get more work done, and you're going to see your injuries plummet if they consistently use good techniques. Please come back and sign up to get all of these tips. Every one of these tips are practical things that will have people working better. Now, these are all part of the Best Performance Program. Well, pretty obvious, wasn't it, that those 3 techniques that I just showed you are going to make work easier and have less stress on your workers' bodies. You can either learn them yourself by looking at this video and then teach them to your workers, or you can actually show these videos to your workers. Now, as I mentioned earlier, each of the techniques that we're teaching are just one small piece of the overall Best Performance programs that get such incredible results. We are right now offering a free course with some of our best stuff, and it's available to you right now. So at the end of this tape, in the description below, there's a link. Hit that link and that will take you to a free course of the Best Performance Systems programs. I hope to see you in the free course, and if nothing else, enjoy what we taught you today and feel better. Thank you. When you are working today, as you approach every single task, think about how can I do this task so it'll be the easiest for me, I'll be the most productive, and I'll feel the best.